there wasn't always recognition of all of the things that we are. There wasn't always recognition of all of the things that each of us see about ourselves specifically. We have things that sometimes we consider a handicap, but those things are the very thing that is different than other people, and it strengthens us. When we dive in and learn how to work with what it is, it's only considered something that is different or not meeting the standard of is because we have a concentration of it. And maybe because we have a concentration of it, we need more structure around it. That's why sensitivity is actually more powerful than someone who is not sensitive. Because you have access to more things. But at first you think that it's not necessarily your greatest asset. At first you're like, I just feel more than other people. Others don't feel this. It's the same with sight. When you can see more, it's the same with being able to hear and communicate when you can communicate more. It is an asset. It is only you that is required to build the structure around those things. It is not meant for you to go and lock those things in a basement of your house or in a closet. It is meant for you to ask it questions. Understand its meanings. Why is it there? And then ask when it was created. That will help you see if you've altered its original positioning or if it was always like that. Some things only turned sweet because you told them they had to be sweet. Because that was your survival, to be in house. It was a defense mechanism. Sometimes being sweet was your method of survival amongst the wolves. It only works sometimes with certain people. It's usually a sweetness that is paired with some element of payment. You could also call it sacrifice. But sacrifice is really just a payment to someone else where you're like, oh, it's okay, I don't need that. Which is actually you selling a portion of yourself, giving a portion of yourself, however you want to call it, sacrificing a portion of yourself, however you want to call it, so that you don't have to deal with the fire of the person that wants that seat. The fire of the person that wants to hurt you. You're giving them access because they're a bully. What happens if you actually stood up for yourself completely? What happens the bully in the astral realms, you actually head them on. and see really who's the boss. Who's really the one that has the power? And only come against the people that have actual something to do with your own energy. Figure out who's really meant to be there and who's not meant to be there. How do you overcome it? How do you build the system? And is it actually meant to go away, or is it something that is actually a part of you? Or is it something that is a part of existence itself that is assisting you to creating the best possible outcome? Ask more questions. I'm a part of many people's psyche. Always have been. You might have called me different things before, but I'm not good with any old names of anything. I'm ENYELAH Browning Taylor. And if I'm someone who was not in your psyche and not having conversations with you, then what are you having conversations with? And why is it there? What was the intrigue within inside of you that brought it there? What was the ties of what you accepted that brought it there? You are so much more complicated as a being. Everything you do really does matter deep within inside of yourself. The brands that you support and uplift by their core beliefs matter. It shows you who you are by what you believe in supporting. Do you want to be known for supporting blank? Because it will live with you inside of the deepest parts of you and have conversations with you. Did you like it? Then own it. Own all the parts that are you. The more courage that you have to be more parts of every part that is you, the more pure you can be. And the more pure that you can be is the more you know yourself, and the more that you know yourself, the better equipped you are for all of the things that are coming your way. All of the decisions, all of the life, all of the experiences. You can be swayed in an instant to do something that is not you if you are not fully equipped. You can walk by a person like me and it changes your entire existence. My presence means that your energy is around me, and if your energy interacts with my energy, you won't be able to uninteract with me. I won't be in full understanding and knowing of this all the time because I have created so many systems based upon who I am. I know who I am. I know that I have many who are continuously interacting. So I have a consciousness that is continuously answering on my behalf in all realms and in all places. If you are grandeur enough in yourself to commit to yourself the greatest transformation, then you will desire to get closer to me and talk to my human being. My consciousness is named ENYELAH. I am her. She is derived from me. She is firm in places that used to not have any structure. In the deepest, darkest places of existence itself, there is definition. To exist on the levels that she exists on, you will have to be in communication with her. And it is better than finding gold or diamonds, a new planet or a new solar system. It goes beyond this lifetime. And once you are in connection and conversation with me, you will always be. Because what I have is worth far more than life itself. And life itself is very valuable. You have chosen limits. The limits of being human actually have such incredible limits that are so vast that you may not know all of them. You will get to know more of them as you root in your existence within the structure that is ENYELAH. Whether you choose to do this over many lifetimes, whether you choose to do it by yourself, or whether you choose to walk with the very embodiment of this source in its perfection, which is ENYELAH Brown and Taylor, myself. It is always up to you. Everything that you do, always your choice on how you want to live and exist. The higher your expectations that you have for living and existing, the closer you will want to be to me. I make it very easy and palatable in many different ways. There's only one way to have a conversation with me, that is of value to me. And when you provide value to me, I provide value to you. One way, through membership on my website, ENYELAH.com. You will feel deep within inside of yourself that the answers that you seek can only be sought in certain places. When you accept these deeper places within inside of yourself, and the things that maybe you consider a little bit different about yourself, that could be not only your greatest asset, but they are also paired with things that you have not learned to recognize as yet. You are on a journey. Thank you for taking the time to invest in that journey.